know, I couldn't use his full name, you know, without getting their permission. So that's why I just used E.T. I don't know where I got it from. I just
okay. That whole section is meant to be about Corporal Milton Bailey.
Definitely, yeah.
And of all the people that you served with in the military and all of your years there and all of the experiences you had, you decided to dedicate this book to Milton Bailey.
Yeah.
What was it, like, is there one thing that was in your mind when you were writing this book that you said, I want to dedicate this book to this man?
He saved my life. That only one incident I quoted earlier. Plus the fact he probably enabled the other members of our squad to get off that ridge line safely. Otherwise, rather than that machine gun, the enemy machine gun, focusing on him, he would have been focusing on other people, you know, other squadmen. Got it?
Okay.
Yeah.
On page 21, page 21, it's the same situation where you changed the name because of the reason you explained, because you weren't able to get in touch with, obviously, with Milton Bailey or any of his family.
Right.
So instead, you changed the name from Milton to Elmer.
Yeah, that's the closest. I try to sort of resemble that, but I got Corporal Emma, but it should be Milton Bailey.
Okay. Now, would you mind reading that whole section from there down to the end of the page?
Yeah, sure.
And put the proper name in there that you were actually referring to.
Okay, the proper name. Okay. Corporal Milton Bailey was our first squad leader. He was from Milton, Pennsylvania.
Oh, wait a minute, stop. It's got to say Milford, Pennsylvania, because that's where he's from. But Milton Bailey, and it's Milford, Pennsylvania.
Well, that's what I thought I said that. Okay, because he was named after that city, right? Yeah.
No, he wasn't. I don't think he was. It's Milford with F. Milford.
Oh, well, I got that wrong because I thought it was Milton, Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay. No, it's Milford.
Oh, okay. Because, you know, I'm writing, I don't know, I didn't know him. I didn't know where he came from. All I knew was from Pennsylvania, you know, Milton. Okay,
so that's just an honest little mistake because you don't know his entire history.
No, because, you know, I couldn't do any background check on his, you know, before coming to Korea. Okay.
We really didn't Google or anything back then.
No.
Okay, so you just read it correctly, starting with that corporal.
Okay, Corporal Milton Bailey, instead of Elmer Bailey, was our first squad leader. He was from Memphis, Pennsylvania, an only child who had been raised by his grandmother. He, like the rest of us, had volunteered for combat duty in Korea. Yes, we even volunteered for the front line. We wanted to experience the excitement of fighting in a war. We wanted to know how it felt to kill an enemy soldier. We also wanted the adventures and opportunities made available in case we decided to make the military our career. I believe we would have thought differently if we had been aware of the many horrors connected with war. It's not something you go into one day and out the next. It's an everyday thing. You do the same thing every day until you are wounded to the point you are unable to function ever again as a soldier, or you are killed. There was always the possibility that you might survive, and it was that pitiful little ray of hope that kept you pushing on from day after day. And one day, our friend and squad leader, Corporal Milton Bailey, hopes and prayers ceased to exist. He was killed in a hail of machine gun fire. All we were supposed to do was make contact with the enemy and get the hell out of there, like we had done together so many times before. The last I remember of him, he was standing there firing his carbine and yelling from the pit of his stomach at us, his squad members, to clear the area, while he provided cover fire for us. The brother had saved my life once before. If it hadn't have been for him, I would have froze to death the time I fell asleep in sub-zero temperature, like 35 below zero. There had been other times too. He had been my first foxhole buddy, partner, and schooled me and others, members of our squad and platoon, to the do's and don't do's, to the do's and don't do. He was like a big brother to us all, always looking out for the men in his squad. Now he was gone, dead. I wonder how his poor old grandmother would take it when she got the news. I guess she would never know how he died. Like a real hero, standing his ground on a mountain ridge in a country she probably never heard of before, laying down a field of fire to enable a member of his squad a chance to clear an ambush that none of us were supposed to escape. Those of us who did survive that ambush vowed to give no quarters to our enemy afterward. After a while, I just stopped remembering the names of replacements.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Curtis. Mm-hmm. That's going to be hard to read.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, yeah. But that's the, you know, that feeling was, I guess most soldiers have, you know, experienced the same feeling. Like if you die, and it's a great possibility that you die, you want to die like a soldier, like a man. We didn't call each other warriors because everyone was warriors. You know, the Chinese, the North Koreans, you know, any of your opponents, they're warriors too, you know. So we just addressed each other as soldiers. I doubt if you even hear, soldiers don't call each other warriors. It's the civilian and, you know, the news media, they are the one who give us the name warrior, you know. I don't know if you got what I'm at. You hear what I'm at?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
I wanted to ask you one more thing, and I'll probably have to do this one more time, but I did want to ask you, Curtis, the group that you were in has a historic, like, background all the way back to the Civil War times.
Yes.
The Buffalo unit started in the Civil War, right?
Yeah, they were, but they fought. They didn't fight. They fought during the Civil War. You know, during the Civil War, there was a few black outfits. I think one was called the 54th. You heard of those? They was up from, I think, your area, up in Pennsylvania area.
There was something called the Blossoms from our area, too.
Yeah, well, so when the war ended, when the Civil War ended, they took all those units to put them on one unit, which was the 9th and 10th Cavalry and the 24th Infantry, you know, regiment. They put them in one unit, you know, because there was no integrated units at that time. So that's what happened. That's how it's on that statement I sent you. It gives you the complete listing of the 24th Infantry Regiment. How they became Buffalo Soldiers, you know, and then after that, during the struggle to win the West, the Buffalo Soldiers was used to subdue the American Indian. you know.
But it was disbanded after your time, yours and Milton. It was disbanded at the end of your service time, right?
What?
Was that unit disbanded?
Yeah, it was deactivated. Yeah, because that was, yeah, you know.
During your time?
Yeah, the Truman had issued an order to deactivate, to disband all segregated units. You got it? You know, so, and he gave the order in 1945, but, you know, the military delayed it up until, so finally his order was executed during the Korean War. And the 24th was the last unit of the original Buffalo Soldier to be deactivated. So we served with that unit the last year. Milton, you know, the 24th, we served with them the last year before it was, you know, it was deactivated. It was deactivated a few days before I was removed from the front line. You know, the reason I say why I was removed, because, you know, by wounds, by I was pulled back because of wounds. You know, I was. So it was. I think it was September the 1st that the unit was finally deactivated. No, October. But I was removed from the front line September the 1st. A month before, you know, it was finally deactivated.
You were wounded?
You're getting blurry. I can't.
Yeah, I think I'm losing you. I'm going to stop it for now, Curtis, and okay. I thank you so much. I will definitely be back in touch with you.
Okay, nice talking. Okay, yeah, we can, to be continued.
Yeah, to be continued. Thank you very, very much.
All right, you're more than welcome. Okay.